discrimination against women as an improvement on this declaration that was drawn up by many women. Working against equal representation in government despite the fact that we are 51% of the population. Denying women economic parity by relying on women's unpaid labor, raising children, caring for elders and loved ones who are chronically ill. Denying women promotions, equal pay for equal work, working against increases in minimum wage and cost of living increases in Social Security. All of this will be taken care of by a transference to the genuine progress indicator. Denying women economic parity by relying on women's unpaid domestic labor, raising their children, caring for the elders and loved ones who are chronically ill. Denying women promotions, equal pay for equal work, working against increases in minimum wage and cost of living increases in Social Security. Oppressing women and causing immeasurable physical, psychological, and emotional harm through commodification, sexual exploitation, trafficking, sexual harassment, rape, molestation, physical assault, emotional abuse, genital mutilation, psychological intimidation, domestic violence. Attempting to control women's reproduction by blocking access to sex education and family planning, thereby restricting women's autonomy and ability to reach full potential and endangering women's lives and health. Whereas the world is dangerously out of balance due to the abuse of power characteristic of patriarchy and its empire building, and as there will never be an end to conflict and injustice or lasting peace and harmony, so long as women are mistreated and live in one form of second-class citizenship or bondage or another in societies ruled by men. We, the women, hereby declare our independence from sanction or approval by patriarchal culture or world system. We abjure and condemn all forms of domination of and violence toward women and girls everywhere. We declare our human right to live in a world free from misogyny and male supremacy that oppresses us and attempts to alienate us from our sisters in the struggle and deliverance of truth, justice, fairness, equality, and peace. We unite in spirit and in action with all the women and all the men of conscience who join us in the struggle against the oppression of patriarchy, and until every woman in every region, everywhere across the globe, can live in a world that is safe, harmonious, and respectful of life and nature, where women and the sacred feminine are again respected and honored as was the case in antiquity, and where we can live in peace and prosperity as matrilocal and gender-balanced societies have done. We hereby join in solidarity with our sisters throughout the world in reclaiming our rightful place in roles of leadership in the family, the workplace, the society, worship, and government. And we demand gender parity, in the form of fair and equal representation. We reclaim our long-denied birthright to fully and freely explore and utilize our gifts, talents, intellect, spirituality, emotional sensibilities, sexuality, creativity, and power, and declare these days, July 1st through July 4th, and all days, as our days of global liberating. We also have an additional declaration that the women of Occupy developed, but we're all assisted by women elsewhere around the world. Empower and transform the Occupy movement, general and national assemblies. The current co-facilitation model of the rules for Occupy Wall Street and general assemblies of the Occupy movement do call for shared two-person assembly co-facilitation of the consensual and voting decision-making. But unlike the Green Party, which has instituted gender balance and meeting co-facilitation by one female and one male for many years, the Occupy movement has missed this reparative and democratically necessary feature for its General Assemblies. ARC and other women in the Occupy movement and women and men observers urge the Occupy to facilitation of its General Assemblies and seek out minority co-leaders for presence equal to their presence in the local population. General Assembly should also discuss and consider options such as stand down and stand up. That was developed by a man in an stand down so she can stand up. That was offered by a man with wisdom in the Occupy movement. And or live or later outreach via telecommunication connection to women and minorities to ensure gender balance and minority representation in speaking and voting at General Assemblies. Because these are the templates of a participatory town meeting government and need to be brought to all the governments of the world if the Occupy movement is to succeed or be a help. General Assemblies, okay, in addition, the roles of staff and timekeeper at General Assemblies should be gender balanced. Note, this should not be interpreted to deny the need for female co-leadership and female majorities, and these should seek out minority presence at feminist General Assemblies or female caucuses, which may be a necessary adjunct and reparative empowerment of women. And their work actually then added and contributed to a better result at the whole gender balanced community General Assembly and National Assemblies of the Occupy movement. If the Occupy movement is unable to incorporate these changes into its activities, the role played by the Occupy movement in true democracy, revolution shall be played by other women's environmental peace and democracy movements around the world that do observe such rules. Until the Occupy movement can learn the necessity of these transformations, as the balance of fulcrum, to empower the 50%, to work with the 49% equally in 50-50, and thereby protect not only the 99%, but the 100%, transforming the 1% from the spiritual and de-evolutionary error of its habitual embedded dominant male patriarchy and female enabling and co-optation, and instead re-evolving to gender partnership. We made an announcement at the offices of CBS, Big Brother CBS, in Washington, D.C. We said, first through fourth branches of government, Mr. Leslie Moonves and your wife who is in this show, Big Brother, Julie Chen, we are asking for your resignations and asking you to institute gender balance of your corporation and lead all corporations in the media to do the same. You are an example of the fourth branch of government, and you are perverting the other three branches. We declare this day gender balanced government and media throughout the earth. The Congress, which is 83% dominator male and 16% enabler female, shall be changed to 50-50 gender balance instead of ranking 78th, that is 91st rank in the community of nations. The presidency and the vice presidency shall be changed to gender balance, and this shall be retroactive to the year 2000, when humanity had a chance for millennium that was rejected and retarded by the functioning of the fourth estate in the United States. We demand that the media cover the 20 years of stories of events at the United Nations and the Interparliamentary Union and governments around the world to bring forth